Good morning, beautiful people. You're welcome to the sports segment of the weekend show. I'm Maya Adams, and I'm walking you through some of the headlines from the world of sports. I'm walking you through what has happened at the CAF Awards 2022 that was held in Rabat, Morocco, and also the ongoing with the Super Falcons at the WAFCON 2022 before we move into the transfer window, Laver Cup, and the Maribed 5th Premier League grassroots update. We'll start with the news from the CAF Awards. As Sadio Mane and Azizat Oshoala win big at the awards after guiding Senegal to their third AFCON title since 2002 and falling short in 2019 and guiding the Teranga Lions of Senegal to 2 consecutive World Cup appearances. It was no doubt that Bayern Munich new signing boy Sadio Mane was undoubtedly going to retain the prestigious CAF Men's Award at Rabat, Morocco. Mane was nominated alongside former teammate Mohamed Salah and co-teammate Eduardo Mendy. Mane had a brilliant turn of the year, qualifying for 4 major finals, AFCON Champions League, FA Cup and Carabao Cup, which he won 3 of them. Senegal took all the major awards and left crumbs for the other teams in the awards, as we had Sadio Mane taking the Player of the Year award. Aliou Cisse, the coach of Senegal, took the Coach of the Year award. Papa Sarr took the best goal of the tournament, also a Senegalese player, as another Senegalese player took the Young Men's Player of the Year. Senegal did nothing but create a spectacle at the awards that happened in Morocco. Well, moving on, we'll still have other awards that was on. Azizat Oshoala, the Nigerian superstar, emerged as the winner of the African Women Player of the Year for the 5th time, a record 5th time in history. It has never happened before. Azizat Oshoala clinched that trophy while she's been at the WAFCON 2022, unable to continue the competition because she has emerged with an injury. But finally, she came out on top to win the award, a record of the 5th time in her career. Wonderful, wonderful accolade for Azizat Oshoala. We wish big congratulations to the world of sports, the Women's Football Federation. Everybody have been giving her the highest applause and applaud for her feat. Well, moving on we're still on the CAF Awards. The South African coach, Desiree Ellis, was also named the Women Coach of the Year at the CAF Awards. It was brilliant to see that happen, taking the Bayern of South Africa places. Deserved accolade for her. And finally, on the CAF Awards, we had Evelyn Badu of Ghana. She emerged as the Young Player of the Year, Women's Young Player of the Year at the award ceremony that was held in Morocco. Well, that's some brilliant feat for the young lady. Well, moving on, moving on to the AFCON 2022. WAFCON 2022 that's currently going on. The Super Falcons didn't fly after starting this year AFCON campaign in the hopes of landing a 10th AFCON championship. The Super Falcons' nervy start of the campaign, they lost to Bayana in the opening game before winning Botswana and Burundi before then qualifying into the knockout stages. They defeated Cameroon in the quarterfinals, then met Morocco in the semifinals where they lost to Morocco in penalty shootouts after receiving 2 red cards during open play. The Atlas Lioness on 18th of July stole the bitter semi-final win against the 9 Super Falcons women with star player Rashidat Ajibade and Alimat Anyide sent off in regular time. The Atlas Lioness of Morocco won the game 5-4 on penalties to qualify for their first ever AFCON final. The Super Falcons were left to play an uninspiring 3rd place match against Zambia, which they lost 1-0, which that game happened last night. They draw the curtain on this year's WAFCON championship. The positive take for the Super Falcons back home is they've qualified now for the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand come 2023. That's brilliant for the Super Falcons. Well, there are still rumors and there were still speculations about their wages being unpaid. The Ministry of Sports and the NFF have been saying that they've come to an agreement on how to settle the payments, but it seems quite disappointing that at this stage in football we still have our athletes and players representing the country's flag still not being paid their wages and bonuses when it's due. Well, moving on, let's move quickly into the transfer window. We've had a lot of buzzing. We have had a lot of happenings in transfer window. Players moving from left to right, players changing outfits and going to other clubs. We've now seen former Manchester City defender Alexander Zinchenko has now moved to Arsenal to join his former assistant manager Mikel Arteta. That will now make him Arsenal's 5th signing of the season. We've also had Jesse Lingard, who's also moved to Nottingham Forest. Our very own Calvin Bassey moved from Rangers to Ajax, and finally we had Paulo Dybala, who has now moved shores to Mourinho's army in Rome. While Zinchenko, Arteta continues to scavenge Guardiola's squad this summer after landing Gabriel Jesus Zinchenko for £32 million this summer. The Ukrainian fullback will join Arsenal after winning 4 Premier League titles with Man City and making 15 appearances last season for the Citizens. While as Paulo Dybala signs for Roma on a free transfer. A really significant news about Paulo Dybala. He was offered the jersey, number 10 jersey of Francesco Totti, and he gladly declined that offer from the team. Before we now had Calvin Bassey was now joined Ajax on a deal. A brilliant move for Calvin Bassey and the Nigerian defender. Well, let's switch gears and let's move into tennis. Laver Cup is upon us in September. As a reigning Wimbledon champion and one of the game's all-great Novak Djokovic has confirmed that he will be joining Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, and Andy Murray in a Dream Europe team lineup at the Laver Cup come September 23rd to 25th, which will be happening at the O2 Arena in London. We wait to see. I mean, some formidable lineup they're having. Some of the biggest tennis stars in the world paired together to play in the Laver Cup in September at the O2 Arena. There you have it. Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Andy Murray, and Roger Federer. And finally, we'll move to grassroots sports, where the Meribet 5 Premier League has now reached its climax of the Abuja season. The Meribet 5 Premier League semi-finals was played on Thursday and Friday, respectively, where Mess-Up FC defeated Saints FC in a penalty shootout 6-5. The game ended 1-1 in full time. We went to extra time. The game also ended 1-1 extra time. Goals courtesy Perry and Issa scored for Saints FC. They went to penalties and they emerged winners. 12 Strong FC will be taking on Mess-Up FC in the finals later this week. We have 12 Strong FC defeated TOFC yesterday 3-0. Brilliant goals from that game. Goals from Hassan, Sadiq, and Usama. And those are the fixtures and the results from those matches displayed up on your screen. The Meribet 5 Premier League finals will now be coming on 30th of July. If you're in Abuja, make sure you go grace the grassroots football. Make sure you go watch some of the brilliant talents that Abuja has to offer. And you know how we do it. Finally, we went to the street to ask our fans at Onile Corner how they felt about the transfer window. The transfer window has been on. We went to ask the fans and pundits on the street, how did you feel about your team's transfer window so far in the summer? Well, this is what they had to say. My name is Ayo Adams, and I'll be seeing you next week, same time. Bye-bye for now.
Yes, I'm actually happy with one of them. Yes, I'm happy about it because I'm a Chelsea fan anyway, and I know that we have been lacking somebody like Eden Hazard for some while. I've really missed that guy. So for Chelsea to sign Raheem Sterling, I think it should be a kind of replacement for Eden Hazard.
Yes, I do. No, because we need to sign players, to renew some players. You know, some of them have left. Rudiger now, so free transfer to Real Madrid, and also you can see all this the other guy too, Christensen, free transfer also to Barcelona. So we need to replace them back with a new guy with new energy. You understand? At least if you have those back, you understand? We know we are still battling with front line. You understand? But at least we're able to get one now from Masida and Sterling. You understand? I think we need to get more for like 2 forward again.
Yes, I think I'm okay with it because Arsenal have been, at least they've gotten like 2-3 players that are outstanding actually. Like Vieira is good, Marquinhos is good, Gabriel Jesus is okay, and they are planning to get Talisman too. I think all these players will bring great things to Arsenal actually.
Yes, exactly. Because bringing Alan from Borussia Dortmund to Man City is a big plus. He's one of the best strikers in the world for now, and it'll be a boost to my club, Man City.
Why I'm happy with my club transfer business because the player they got this season is a utility player from Man City because I'm a Chelsea fan. So, and the player name is Raheem Sterling, and he's very good when it comes to attacking football. And we need such a player in our wing side to be more effective for scoring goals and helping the strikers to locate their positions.